Alright, today we're having a look at Tornado by Ben KUK. Alright, so here we are with Tornado by Ben KUK. I hope I'm saying that right. It purports to be a kind of mini-game, I guess, where you are using L to steer and smash everything. We are Tornado. There's a timer. Music is a little bit loud, but I do not have the time to turn it off right now. So it's a beautiful looking tornado. I like the little path of destruction that we got going on. I guess those houses are not destroyable. Camera swings around pretty quickly. I like the way that things are being thrown about. I think that is kind of cool. Can we get the fences too? We can definitely get the fences. Can we get these little... I guess we can. Can we get the crops? Oh wow, I mean the corn is set. I want that car. Come here, car. Oh no, you're coming with me. Interesting. The world is pretty open going on in the background, and it might have been a better idea to just close it off in a valley so that you didn't quite see as much empty space as we do. I don't know if there is an exit point to this level or not. Like, if we destroy the whole town, is it over? I mean, would it appear that way? On account of things being, What are you? You're a big tree. But you're no tree at all now. Like, because there's a timer, so it seems like there ought to be an endpoint. This tree is still spinning. Why is the tree still spinning? Is this the last piece? Is this all that we need? Oh, I like the way it kind of connects and spins around like that. That is pretty cool. It doesn't stay stuck, which is, I mean, maybe something that's a little bit more difficult to do than one would expect. I know I remember seeing somebody talking about trying to do a Katamari Damashi style level and having it not really work out for them or being more difficult than they expected it to be. So, oh, I like the way that got picked up like that. That was pretty cool. I guess I could probably use the timer in the corner instead of the timer on my watch for once. Although that probably wouldn't be a good idea. So what is it that we haven't destroyed yet? Are we, like, have we not triggered something? Do we have to get every little bit of fence? Because that's a lot. Do we have to be right on top of the fence? Or is it just destruction for destruction's sake? Which is fine. You know, I'm not going to complain about that. Got these cars. Goodbye, cars. Oh, did I get you? You're on fire, so I guess I did. Oh, we did it. I don't know how we did it, but we did it. You know, let's I mean, I like it, so we're gonna give it a thumbs up. But let's play it again for the time that we've got left. There was a comment that I saw. I said it would be nice for an indicator as to how much time is left, and I think that that is correct. I think that would be helpful to be able to see just how many objects are still in the level. What have I not destroyed yet? Not like a radar or anything like that. Certainly make the players search for those objects, but oh, like the way the trees are just kind of bending towards the tornado. That is a slick effect. That is really cool. Even the music is pretty solid. I can talk like a human being that uses English, as opposed to a human being that uses, like, I don't know, any other language that I don't know. But I do know English, so I should be able to use it like, you know, a regular speaker. Sometimes it's hard. You know, your brain and your tongue, they're just going in different directions. You don't know what's going on. I guess that tree is already done. Like, if the trees are rotating, does that mean that they're off the field, so to speak? There's no more play with the trees? Only at 58 seconds. I see you, car. You're not getting away from me. I also wouldn't mind if there were some cows in the level, just because that seems like it would be appropriate. Did I get the car? It's on fire, so I guess I got it. No, come back here, car. Thank you. Are we done? I mean, I would love to beat my time. We've only got 31 seconds left. Oh, car! You think you're escaping? Nah, dog, you ain't escaping. You're on fire. Oh, this one as well. Wah, 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 wah. So we... Oh, there's a house. There's a house. There's a house. No escaping me, house. Alright, like... Oh, there's another car. Okay. Did we Did we done do it? I heard 2 beeping cars. But, oh, crumbs. Well, we gotta go back to the hub, but we'll see you there. See yas. And we're back. And Tornado by Ben KUK. And if I'm saying that wrong, Ben, I'd super apologize. Let me know, and I'll try to correct it in the future, but I can't do it for this episode. But anyways, I would say for what it is, it's a pretty solid on yellow square. It's really fun. I had a very good time with it. There's not really a lot to complain about, although it is a little bit of a limited level. Now, you know, and what we saw is what we got. Basically, you're in this kind of sort of a valley-ish type of area, and you're trying to destroy everything in your path, a path of destruction that will end the level once you've gotten everything. And as far as the actual gameplay itself, while it is really quite simple, I did find it enjoyable and engaging. The way that the tornado moves is very nice. The actual animation of the tornado itself was really cool, and how some of the physical objects interacted with the tornado, although it wasn't always consistent, I did find kind of interesting. The way, for example, the trees would kind of bend towards the tornado, and things every now and then would actually get sucked up into the tornado and bounced off or thrown off the side. I don't know why everything didn't do that. A lot of things just kind of got destroyed, like when we were going through the homes. And the homes, like, half of the house would be destroyed, and you'd have a couple of walls left up, and that would be it, but there wouldn't necessarily always be flying elements going away from that. You know, it's just maybe the way that the level works, or the way that the logic works in the level. It's not really a big thing. One thing that I mentioned, well, maybe I did mention in the video, I'm not quite so sure, but the corn, just, it stays there. That's deep-rooted corn, which is not actually how corn works, but this was brought up in the dreamsbubble.me forum, and somebody had mentioned that that's well-rooted crops. And Ben KUK mentioned that they, as they added more and more to the level, to the creation, that they got an error saying they'd reached the maximum number of zones, and then the trees started acting weird. So that maybe has something to do with why the corn just kind of stays in there as a solid object and not a destroyable object. So I'm not really going to count that against the level. And really, there's not a lot that I would count against the level necessarily. The one thing that I would like to add, and it was mentioned as well in a comment, as we said in the video, is that there's no real way to track how much of the level has been destroyed and what needs to be destroyed moving on. Because a number of the objects, for example, like hay bales, will be moved, but they will stay in the level. So do I need to interact with that object again? Did I need to interact with that object in the first place? Is it counted as quote-unquote destroyed? I'm not really sure. And also because the cars are added to the level as the level progresses. And I imagine that there's a number of cars that are on a set timer that will continue to go across until you've gotten all of them. But because of those types of things, it's a little tough to know how much you have left and where you need to be pointing yourself in order to actually complete the level and to try to beat your score. So that would be nice. A little bit of a counter or some kind of filling in circle in the corner that lets you know, is it 90%, is it 95%, are you at 99%, is there one little object left that you should be looking for or not. But, I mean, for what the level is, I do think it's a lot of fun. It makes for a good 2-minute experience. It's not too much longer than that. We were able to get 2 plays in when we did it for the video, and one of those plays was a very first time play, which usually takes longer than a lot of others. I would love to see an expansion on this level. I would love to see, connected scenes within the rubric of Tornado. Maybe we've got this kind of farming town here, but maybe we could have a larger city moving on into another scenario or another scene. That's the word that I want. And kind of giving us a little bit more to play with, because as far as the mechanics of it, as far as the gameplay of it, I really enjoyed it, and I think that Ben KUK did a pretty good job with this one. So, I think that pretty much wraps it up for us this go about. A nice, short, simple episode, a nice, short, simple level, which is really, really good for me because time is super, super tight. But, you know, time is partially tight because I'm doing this job where I'm doing demolition. And I just played a level where I was kind of sort of doing demolition, so it's like work never ends, but in the happy sense because I had a really good time with this one. Yep, that does it for us. So from me, Risco, here in Osaka, to all of you out there, wherever you may happen to be, thank you, thank you. Arigato, arigasamidota, sayonara, see you, and ciao.